Hello and welcome to a quick Tekkit server update video. It's not particularly the best video I'm going to be doing today because it's an update on the status of the server, and to be honest it's really disappointing that I can't trust half of you guys to play on the server properly, because I make people ops and most of the time people that I know I can trust. But then obviously there are some people out here which I can't. As you can clearly see already, I don't know what kind of explosive this was this time. It doesn't quite look as bad as a nuke, so possibly it was made on survival. But I don't really know, because it would be a shame if it was made on survival and people do this, because unfortunately it is vanilla Tekkit. In fact, that's kind of fortunately, because a lot of you guys I know like vanilla Tekkit, and so do I. I don't want to give restrictions to people on Tekkit, because I know a lot of big servers will usually have, well, they have to have all sorts of grief protection, i.e. stopping nukes, TNT and everything, and it basically gets rid of quite a lot of the game, and I don't want to have to do that. But it is a shame that this kind of happens all the time, because I'm sure I've only opted kind of the people I can trust, but then there's obviously something going on here, because I can clearly see that there's a lot of damage already on what was a new server really not that long ago. So although it's not in a state that it needs to be a new world, not quite, unless I know the extent of the damage. Because I can quite easily probably repair this if I waste some of my time having to put this all back together. But anyway, I think unfortunately I am going to have to de-op everyone, because it can only really be the people that are opt, and it is annoying because I want you guys to be ops. I think it's more fun if you're ops, because you get more control over things. You can like spawn in stuff, which I know is kind of good, because I know on Tekkit a lot of you guys just want to make pretty cool like industrial creations, and so do I. I think that's the best bit about Tekkit, is just being able to make all sorts of contraptions and stuff. But unfortunately this has happened once again. I'm not really sure if I will make a new world this time, because I know I always make a new world, but unfortunately it looks like, or fortunately, it looks like I may be able to repair this damage. But it will mean that I'm going to be the only op, and I'm going to try and fit in with everyone else, because it is a bit of a shame that I have to do this. So I'm going to try and fit in with everyone else and basically play a survival along with you guys, so I don't get seen by anyone who wants to be an op or anything. At the end of the day, you don't necessarily have to be ops, because of course on like creative you can blow up stuff anyway. It's kind of like, I don't really understand why I do op that many people, because in a sense, as long as you've got creative, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, this wasn't a creeper that did this, quite clearly. Or I'd hope it wasn't, unless they've like mutated or something. And you've got to remember, this is only kind of in the spawn area. I don't know what the damage is like throughout the rest of the map, and this again, what you see here is pretty easily repairable. I mean, I'll take up a bit of my time to do this. It won't take too long, I wouldn't think, but again, you've kind of got this all destroyed and everything. So this is just an update video to say that there will be changes on the server. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to do it, but I've kind of got to the point where I feel that I've got to, because it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, people get annoyed when their stuff gets blown up. People get annoyed when I make a new world. And again, like, whoever this griefer is just probably smiling there, thinking a new world to blow up and spoil everyone's fun. So I think I wouldn't mind having a few people ops, because I do know there are a few of you out there who don't grief at all, and they're quite happy just to go about playing normally. They won't cheat or anything. But I think it's got to the point where I can't do that, and as soon as I say, oh yeah, my friends can be ops, then they start opping people, then their friends op people, and it all gets a bit out of control. So this is just like a warning video to say that basically it's just going to be strictly survival now, and I mean strictly survival. It's not going to be a, oh, but I want to be an op or anything. I'm sorry. But it's all got to change, and I will try and get this server back on the road, because I know it was off for a long time due to this, and I really just want to get it back on the road. I am going to leave it as vanilla Tekkit, just to say to you guys, because I just don't feel restrictions is fair. It's boring when you've got restrictions. Tekkit is meant to be played how it is in single player, and I want to keep it that way, and I will try to as best as I can. All I can say is that I may install some sort of anti-explosions mod, i.e. creepers won't do any damage to the landscape, and that will hopefully be the same with explosives, because I don't mind people using nukes, I don't know, possibly against living things, because of course that only blows up mobs and people. I don't mind that, but it's just the fact that the side effect of it is that it does damage like this, and I don't think this is quite a nuke, so we're slightly fortunate in that case. And again, we can easily fix this. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope it gave you a bit more of an understanding of what's going to be happening on the server, because I really do want to get it back on track. But it's just a shame that this always happens. So whoever's griefing, please just stop it, because it's incredibly annoying, and I know you're probably watching this. If you do watch it, you're probably just laughing, thinking, oh, I'm really cool, but griefing's not really that cool, just to warn you. So, in fact, the opposite of cool. No one likes a griefer. I think I can say that for just about anyone. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time when this server is back on the go. See you then.